Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So today we see that the market is kind of, or was at least, kind of under selling pressure at the moment. Market has recovered. We are just back just below 96k, but inflation wasn't great, was high, and there was an initial dip, but so far no break of support. So we're going to take a look at that on the smaller time frame in a minute here. On the larger time frame, daily chart, still looking for higher prices, so very clear about that. My view is still that at least Bitcoin and many of the altcoins I'm tracking have a chance for at least one more high in this cycle. The price could reach 130k. And yep, I mean, further upside is possible. We have this yellow scenario on the chart, but that would likely involve another wave 4 and another wave 5. I wouldn't rely on it. It is more an alternative scenario. It's of course possible, but for now I would not, it would be nice to have. Let's put it into the category nice to have. For now, the idea is that the rally from the 2022 low is pretty much done, but one more high would still be ideal. 130k is the level where several Fibonacci levels align. Talked about that quite a lot in the last few days. My view about the long-term chart, I compared it with the Nasdaq, I compared it with the S&P 500. All of those videos you find on our main channel, MCO Global. You'll find the link in the description. By the way, if you're interested in learning about my views about a possible altcoin season and is it late and does it happen and what are the circumstances that would help with getting an altcoin season, some of the catalysts are discussed in this video, which I uploaded 11 hours ago. So this is about altcoin season, possible impact of the DXY and other stuff. So check it out. Again, the link is in the description. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame. This here is the 30-minute chart. You know that wave count already. If you followed previous videos, nothing has changed there. So very consistent with the idea that a larger degree fourth wave could have bottomed on the 13th of January. I'm still leaning to that idea. However, I also have to say that if really wave 4 bottomed on the 13th of January, then the price should now ideally hold above 93,630. This has been the support for us to watch from since last Monday, not this week, last week, when the price, after the price formed this larger potential 1-2 setup, where the wave 2 bottomed on the 3rd of February. That was the strong sell-off. A lot of coins made new lows, but Bitcoin held a higher low. Then we had another questionable 1-2 setup, but we said, look, after this sell-off and recovery, we are observing this area here, between 95,466 and 93,630 for possible support. And we know that any break below the 78.6 Fib level typically leads to a more bearish outcome. I mean, you say that makes sense, isn't it? Support breaks, of course we go down, but it's more about the structure. The structure will then change because from an Elliott Wave point of view, we have very clear invalidation levels. These levels can be used for risk management, and one of those invalidation levels for a so-called 1-2 setup, which is bullish, but the invalidation level is at 91,270. But we know that a break below the 78.6 Fib level typically would lead to invalidation. So this is an early warning. So and while I'm still slightly leaning towards this yellow bullish scenario, which involves a reversal from here, should happen ideally if this wave count is really playing out, until we get, let's say, some upside momentum, a break above the early or the AM high at 96,700. I can't really focus on this 1-2 setup in yellow with a lot of confidence. Okay, I can't defend that with a lot of confidence because there is no confirmation that a low of sorts has formed here. There was an attempted rally from the Sunday low that failed, and we're now challenging the 78.6 retracement. So slightly leaning towards it, but far away from confirming it, that we are in the yellow count. And that takes me to the white count, in which we could move down all the way to round about 82k next, this would be a scenario that's based on a larger correction, so that this wave 4 that presumably bottomed on the 13th of January is actually still unfolding. But then this is also not high confidence, given that we are dealing with very choppy downside structures. So for example, A, B, and the C wave would be an ending diagonal wave 1, wave 2, and then A, B, C in wave 3, then wave 4, then wave 5. Yeah, I can tell you, I promise you, this wave count would also probably change along the way. And to confirm this one further, I need a sustained and decisive break below 93,630. So you see, overall, not much has happened. The price made a new local lower low today, but we're still holding support. We go to the 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart. Let's just check the divergences. There are some small bullish divergences that are building here intraday, but they are small. But there are some bullish divergences building on the 4 hour daily chart. Not really here on the daily, but no, on the 4 hour we see some slight divergences. The daily chart, the MACD might be turning around here to the upside. By the way, what I want to do, so yeah, here momentum. Downside momentum is weakening. I think we see that whenever we hit support, that makes sense. But if you're interested for me to talk a little bit more about indicators, show which ones I'm looking at normally in the background, then let me know in the comments. I will do that probably in one of the next videos on our MCO Global channel. This is the space for stuff like this. This is more about looking at the Bitcoin chart then from a larger time frame and checking all the indicators that I'm using. And so yeah, I think this could be interesting. But overall, at the moment, as I said, there is a slight bullish divergence on the 4 hour chart. I don't think that's really meaningful. We know that we're in a support area. We know that downside momentum is slowing down. We see that just by looking at price. We see that the move down is choppy. And yeah, the bulls just need to turn up here to keep the yellow count alive. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.